This is Hot in Palm Springs. Spotlighting hot topics, influential people, and dynamic events across the Coachella Valley. PromoHomo.TV is a mission-driven online television network now streaming worldwide, spotlighting the people, stories, and culture shaping our LGBTQ+ community. To submit a spotlight, share a story idea, or shop mission-driven merch, visit PromoHomo.TV/empower. That's PromoHomo.TV/empower. Find full episodes on the homepage of PromoHomo.TV.
Hey everybody, Nicholas Snow here. This is PromoHomo.TV. It's a special live broadcast coming to you from the rooftop of the Flannery Exchange here in Palm Springs, California. We are in North Palm Springs. And for a point of information, it is April 20th, 2026, at approximately precisely 6:27 p.m. as I say this. So this is Lesbian Visibility Week, and a lot is going on here in the Coachella Valley. And I am bringing you live coverage of the Trailblazing Lesbians of the Coachella Valley. It's going to be a fascinating program. And it's going to start shortly. So if you're watching live, share the broadcast. If you're watching a rebroadcast, share that as well. Let's amplify lesbian visibility. So I'm going to actually show you a little bit of the view, and then I'm going to thank the people who make all this possible. And then we'll come back and learn more about Lesbian Visibility Week, and that will lead us into the official start of tonight's program. So let's check out the view now. So this is the fabulous party that's going on here at the Flannery Exchange. And I'm going to show you the mountains. That's what I wanted to show you, is the mountains right here at sunsets. Is that stunning or what?
I want to thank you for watching and take a moment to thank my media partners. KGay 103.1 Palm Springs. Ask your smart speaker to open KGAY. GayDesertGuide.LGBT. The Palm Springs Post, locally owned neighborhood news. And Pink Media. Find them at pinkmedia.lgbt. PromoHomo.TV is a viewer-supported online television network. For exclusive content, pledge as little as $10 a month at patreon.com/PromoHomo.TV. Now let's hear from some of my very generous patrons.
Hi, I'm Ronnie Samo.
And I'm Kelly Watson. We love supporting PromoHomo.TV and Nicholas's work. The importance of LGBTQ media cannot be overemphasized.
And Nicholas makes this world a better place for all of us.
And we are on air, and I just wanted to make sure that I would still be in the shot. And I am. Now, wasn't that view of the mountain stunning? So, because I know I have some time to fill, I am going to tell you all about Lesbian Visibility Week. So Lesbian Visibility Week 2026 shines a light on health, history, and community here in the Coachella Valley. April 20th through the 26th, 2026, bringing with it a powerful call to action. Protect the health, well-being, and visibility of lesbian and sapphic communities at a time when LGBTQIA+ individuals continue to face mounting challenges around the world. More than a celebration, this year's observance is rooted in urgency and care. The organizers have emphasized that in a global climate where LGBTQIA+ people are increasingly targeted, prioritizing community health, physical, emotional, and social is essential. This week invites participants not only to gather, but to strengthen the resilience needed to show up fully in a moment that calls for both visibility and advocacy. The week began earlier today, April 20th at noon, with a ceremonial flag raising at the center, the LGBTQ Community Center of the Desert. I'm wearing the lesbian flag on my shirt right now. And as you can see, they're all over the place, as they should be. So one of the things that happened during today's broadcast, and you can find that as part of my Lesbian Visibility Week at PromoHomo.TV, is Palm Springs Mayor Naomi Soto officially proclaimed this week as Lesbian Visibility Week here in the city of Palm Springs. That gathering set the tone for this week, centered on recognition, pride, and collective strength. It was a beautiful event. I'm glad to have brought it to you live and now available in perpetuity in my archives and at PromoHomo.TV. So tonight you're going to learn a lot about the lesbian trailblazers of the Coachella Valley. There are many, 5 of them are being singled out tonight. And throughout the week, the community's legacy takes center stage at the Wellwood Murray Memorial Library, where the Trailblazing Lesbians of Coachella Valley photo exhibit will honor these pioneers whose lives and contributions helped shape the region. Figures such as Barbara Carpenter, who's here tonight, the late Gail Christian and her partner here tonight, Lucy DeBardelaben, also Ruth, Debra, Marjorie, Joan, Hannan, and the late great Melinda Tremaglio are celebrated for their enduring impact on local LGBTQ plus history. So connection and conversation will continue tomorrow morning, that's Tuesday, April 21st, with a gathering at Four Paws Coffee Company, where longtime community leader Ruth Debra hosts an open coffee and convo. And later on the 21st, Dr. Carol Ketchum, who's here tonight, presents critical findings on lesbian health disparities. This is serious, folks. Drawing on Harvard data that reveals stark gaps in life expectancy and underscoring the need for systemic change and mutual care. So lots happening, and I think that we're about to start. So midweek programming brings culture into focus at the Palm Springs Cultural Center, featuring films that explore queer female identity and representation. And then there's a big gathering during the Big Gay Barbecue this Saturday at Hunter's, which is the only lesbian-owned bar in Palm Springs. And all of this information is available in the text associated with this broadcast. So now we're getting ready to begin, and I'm going to bring it all to you right now.
Good evening. May I have your attention? Thank you so much for joining us this evening. There you go. Thanks, Lex. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We are so ecstatic to have such a wonderful response from our community for this event. My name is Jasmine Waits. Mom's my biggest fan. I am with Greater Palm Springs Pride in collaboration with the LGBTQ Center of the Desert and the LGBTQ History and Archives of the Desert and Greater Palm Springs Pride, our committee of Candace Nichols, Lex Ortega, Julie Warren, and Glenn McElhenney. Thank you. I mispronounced it wrong this morning too, so thank you. created events and exhibits that you will hear more about this evening to celebrate Lesbian Visibility Week 2020. This week-long focus is lesbians and all sapphic, as well as non-binary people identified as the community or seen or valued across all sectors of our society. It is our goal to create a schedule of events affirming the art, stories, and advocacy of lesbians here in Coachella Valley. So thank you for joining us this evening. Before we begin our program, I need to take a few minutes to acknowledge some of our special guests. We have CEO and President of Palm Springs Pride, Rhonda Hart. There's also the council person. I forgot about that this morning, so Council Member Grace Gardner is here with us. Thank you. Co-founder of LGBTQ History and Archives of the Desert, David Gray. Thank you. And Palm Springs Public Service Library Director, Jeannie Case. Thank you. And now I just want to acknowledge some of our sponsors. I would like to say, as someone who worked very hard to get folks involved in this new event, I'm grateful for the partnerships of the folks that I'm going to name here. And I want to remind people to frequent places that support your community. Lulu's Catering, who is serving all the food and all of the drinks tonight, they sponsored the entire meal. So we are very grateful. Please make sure to thank them in any way that you can. Some of our additional sponsors, obviously the LGBT Community Center of the Desert, the LGBTQ plus History and Archives of the Desert, Greater Palm Springs Pride, Casco Desert of the Coast, which is the venue that you're in, which was also donated. Wow. Lulu's California Bistro, the Elf Fund, who donated all of the the City of Palm Springs Public Libraries and the Wellwood Murray Library, which will have all of our Trailblazer exhibits throughout the entire week. So if you want to go and see them again, you can. Encourage other folks to go see them. We would appreciate it. The Palm Springs Bottle Shop,
me to rotate one of those basket chairs for you?
Is donating all of their wine, so please join us. Fort Paws Coffee, which will be hosting a coffee. The Palm Springs Cultural Center,
Oh, they can't hear us over there. The microphones are over there.
McElhaney, thank you. I'm not going to butcher it. I'm just going to let the crowd support us. Thank you to everyone. We're very, very excited for this first time event. Please put in your calendars 2027 because we will continue to shine in Palm Springs as a lesbian community. I would like to bring Julie Warren to the podium, a member of our committee, and who will conduct the rest of the program for us.
Okay, get comfortable because I got a lot to say tonight. Okay, here we go. Ready? All right, so I'm Julie. I'm representing the LGBTQ plus History and Archives of the Desert and also the Palm Springs Public Library. We want to acknowledge the remarkable local leaders whose courage, creativity, and advocacy have shaped Coachella Valley's lesbian and sapphic community. So tonight, I'm going to share their stories on the 7 trailblazing lesbians of Coachella Valley, past and present, that have been chosen to be celebrated for Lesbian Visibility Week 2026. All right, so I kind of have an order. I'm going to begin with those that are no longer with us in body, but are always here with us in spirit, okay? So here we go. I'm going to hold this higher so I can hold this closer. All right. Our first trailblazing lesbian is Joan Hannan. She is represented here tonight by her longtime partner of 24 years, Marion Gail. Marion? Joan Hannan passed away peacefully at her home at the age of 83 on April 13, 2012, in the arms of her partner. She was born Georgia Joan Waldor in Minneapolis, Minnesota on January 19, 1929, to Gwyneth and Nils T. Waldor. Joni began playing the drums when she was 8 years old, which ultimately unfolded into a lifetime career in the entertainment industry. In 1947, she toured around the world during peacetime with the USO entertaining troops for World War II. Upon her return to the States, she formed several all-girl bands that played in hotels and nightclubs throughout the country. But in 1959, she made her screen debut as the drummer in the movie Some Like It Hot, which starred Tony Curtis, Jack Lemmon, and Marilyn Monroe. Georgia, now known as Joni, went on to become a very successful nightclub and restaurant owner during the 1960s, spanning 4 decades, including Joni's Place located in Cathedral City from 1957 to 1959. And the most famous of her establishments being Joni Presents in North Hollywood, which catered to the lesbian community through the 60s and 70s. In 2015, filmmaker Tina Gordon made a short documentary film about her life, Joni, Queen of the Paradiddle, which will screen on Wednesday of this week at Palm Springs Cultural Center. Thank you, Joni. All right, our next trailblazing lesbian is Marjorie Main. Marjorie Main was born as Mary Tomlinson in February 24th, 1890 in Acton, Indiana. When she was 3, her family moved to Indianapolis, where her father was a minister at Hillside Christian Church. Marjorie attended Hamilton School for Dramatic Instruction in Massachusetts, Kentucky. After graduating, she got a job as a dramatics instructor at Army College in Paris, Kentucky. She started her acting career touring with Shakespearean repertory companies, and she performed in vaudeville and starred in several plays. And in 1916, she made her Broadway debut in Cheating or Cheaters and appeared at several Broadway shows, including Burlesque with Barbara Stanwyck. In 1921, she married Dr. Stanley Krebs, a 57-year-old psychologist. The couple had an unconventional marriage and spent a lot of time apart. At the age of 39, she made her film debut in the musical short Harry Fox and His 6 American Beauties. And during the 1930s, she had supporting roles in Women and Stella Dallas. After her husband died of lung cancer in 1935, Marjorie began a serious romance with actress Spring Boynton. And in 1940, MGM offered her a 7-year contract. She was teamed with Wallace Beery in numerous films, and because of her age and her raspy voice, Marjorie was usually cast as the domineering, abrasive woman. She played a hillbilly farmer named Ma Kettle. In the hit comedy The Egg and I, her performance earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress. Audiences loved her as Ma Kettle, and she would reprise that role in 9 more films. Marjorie also co-starred with Judy Garland in Summerstock and Lucille Ball in The Long Trailer. Her final acting role was in a 1958 episode of Wagon Train. But Marjorie maintained her desert residence in Palm Springs during the height of her Hollywood career, helping to anchor the city's emerging identity as a year-round community for working actors, writers, and studio personnel. By the early 1950s, she was living at an estate at Deepwell, Estates and neighborhood, and then later she owned a 2-story residence in Topwoods River Estates, currently known as Villa Vecchio. She and Spring Boynton remained devoted to each other until 1971, when Spring passed away. And on April 10th, 1975, Marjorie died from lung cancer at the age of 85. Thank you, Marjorie. All right, now we're going to talk about Melinda Tremaglio. She is represented here tonight by her longtime partner, Jamie O'Neill. Jamie, will you please wave? Woo! Come on, Win. All right, here we go. Melinda was born on March 23rd, 1942 in Wallingford, Connecticut. Sent to Catholic school, a place she disliked for its rules and dresses, Melinda left home immediately after graduation and joined the Army, determined to serve her country. However, she was discharged in 1961 for being a lesbian. Eventually, moving to West Hollywood, Melinda became an activist for women and gays' rights. She worked for the Incorporation for the City of West Hollywood, and in 1984, she was named Woman of the Year in West Hollywood. A tireless advocate for LGBTQ rights and civic causes, she hosted and produced a weekly television show called Lifestyle Updates, a gay entertainment activities and HIV/AIDS benefits of Los Angeles. Moving to the desert in 2001, she was part of Triangle Productions, one of the first nationwide LGBT radio networks with offices and studios here in Palm Springs. Among the other things she helped establish of women created here in Palm Springs was Halloween on Arenas, an event that still thrives today. She also sparked new ideas, set them into motion, and then stepped aside for others to carry on. In addition, she was the first vice commander of the Ambulance Post 66 and spearheaded the inclusion of gay veterans to march in the Palm Springs Veterans Day Parade. Yes. She was also vice president of Well in the Desert and held several leadership roles in Pride and other civic organizations. Her awards for activism, human rights, and community engagement were countless. Her extensive work, including materials related to her television production, were donated in 2023 from Peter Kelly to LGBTQ History and Archives of the Desert as part of the Melinda Tremaglio collection, which contains more than 150 TV broadcast tapes, VHS tapes, movie reels, cassettes, and hundreds of photos, awards, and personal items. Melinda passed away on October 18th, 2025, here in Palm Springs. Thank you, Melinda. Okay, so this sort of concludes our acknowledgement of those trailblazing lesbians who have passed. But I'm going to vary a little bit to share about another trailblazing lesbian who's still here with us. And this will make sense to you all in a moment. You're probably already guessing who this is, all right? Okay, I wrote this phonetically. I'm going to try hard. Gail Christian and DeBardelaben, who is with us here tonight. Lucy? I'll try, girl. Thank you. I'm going. These women will forever be known simply as Lucy and Gail. A lesbian couple whose 40-year partnership transformed the social and cultural landscape of Palm Springs. Lucy began her career working for Big Four accounting firms and for 10 years was the controller for the Palm Springs Art Museum. Gail was a trailblazing award-winning journalist who was an NBC correspondent and director of news at PBS. Arriving in the desert in 2003, they saw a community that lacked a visible space for lesbians of color and launched Dinah in Color. What began as a backyard party during Dinah Shore weekend evolved into a massive mission. They worked diligently and effectively to bridge racial and generational gaps, fostering a thriving community of African-American LGBT individuals who remain even today, there goes the folder, as even to, oh, thank you, okay. Even today, there's something that I lost my place. Fostering a thriving community of African-American LGBT individuals who remain even today an energetic and essential part of the Coachella Valley's identity. That was important to say. Yes. Okay. Most importantly, though, Lucy and Gail provided platforms for LGBT women of color to develop and thrive in the Coachella Valley. And in 2013, they founded the Palm Springs Women's Jazz Festival. Gender and racial inequalities in the music industry. Under their leadership, the festival became a world-class destination, providing a stage for over 450 female artists and that served as a beacon of sisterhood and vibe, celebrating the immense talent of women and ranging from local divas of the desert to multi-Grammy winners. The Jazz Festival continues to bring the best female jazz and blues artists in the world to Palm Springs. Their vision expanded further in 2019 with the introduction of Palm Springs Women's Week, a 7-day celebration of lesbian culture featuring art exhibits, health conferences, and empowerment workshops that drew women domestically and internationally. They continued their expansion with an annual International Jazz Day held in April, specifically featuring women jazz artists representing various cultures. With the help of former Palm Springs Mayor Jeff Kors, Lucy and Gail produced a series of sessions for lesbians called A Conversation on Race. Now, there are Black History Month celebrations with focus on members of the African American LGBT community. Yeah. Woo! And Lucy and Gail helped lay the groundwork for LGBT people of color living in the Valley to come to expect their cultural experiences to be acknowledged and respected. The impact of their lifelong LGBT activism earned them some of the highest honors in the region. 2013 Palm Springs Pride Spirit of Pride Award, 2013 Brothers of the Desert Award for Activism and Community Building, 2016 Elephant Community Service Award, 2018 Dyke March Award for Community Service, 2018 City of Palm Springs Humanitarian Award, 2019 Palm Springs Pride High Remelt Leadership Award. Yes, okay. So, following Gail's passing in 2023, Lucy continues their mission of activism with the Palm Springs Women's Jazz Festival and being the recipient of the 2025 Pride Month Spirit of Palm Springs Award. Their joint legacy remains a testament to the power of intention. The intention of successfully continuing to create a community where art, music, social equity intersect, ensuring a lesbian visibility. Thank you, Lucy and Gail.
Hold it up. Hold it up.
No one trusts me with the mic these days. But I really want to say how much Gail and I loved women. I want to say how much Gail and I, how much we loved women. The work we did is because we loved women and we wanted to make sure that there was social justice when it came to women. And I hope that that is what we are also remembered for. And we are continuing the work despite, some obstacles. But we're still here. And we'd like to thank everybody who contributed and supported us and continue to support us. The names are many. And I have to give a great deal of thanks also to the center for recognizing all of these women, and to the president of my board, Dorothea Barlow, who has kept me on the straight and narrow. So thank you all very much.
Surprises. All right, we're going to continue on now. We are now honoring Barbara Carpenter. Barbara. Why bring a picture when you can have the real thing? You're going to steal my mic, aren't you? Okay, here we go. All right, Barbara was born in the Bronx, New York. She is the mother of three. And the wind is against me. Okay, she is the mother of three, grandmother of four, and is married to Renee D. Carpenter, former prosecutor and retired defense attorney. Barbara earned a BA degree in organizational studies with a concentration in Black studies at Pitzer College of the Claremont Colleges. Barbara and 5 other lesbians founded the grassroots organization, the L Fund, in 2012 to provide financial grants to lesbians in financial need. She became president in December 2016 and progressed to CEO Executive Director. Under her leadership, the L Fund developed from a small grassroots organization to a federally recognized 501c3. During her tenure, 3 additional programs were added: LEAP, the Elephant Education Assistance Program, the Debra I. Moore Fund for the Arts, and the Elephant Health and Wellness Fund. Okay. Her honors and recognition include Sage and Friends Palm Springs Pioneer Award, Palm Springs Pride Stonewall Advocate of the Year Award, the Marsha P. Johnson Award, the Human Rights Commission Equality Award, the Desert Business Association Outstanding Leader Award, Humanitarian Award from the United Nations, State Assembly, Senate, and Congressional recognition. Marjorie served as co-chair for the National Center for Lesbian Rights in 2017 Garden Party with Kate Kendall, former executive director of the National Center for Lesbian Rights, and co-chaired the 2018 Opera Arts along with Arlene Rosenthal, executive director of Well in the Desert. She also served as vice chair for Pride's Outstanding Voices Award celebration that was voted one of the Coachella Valley's most influential women. Yes. And in 2021, she was honored with Brothers of the Desert Legacy Award. We thank you, Barbara.
Oh, yeah.
All right, she's stealing my line.
This is going to be short. This won't be long. But I want to say thank you. And I want to say they use the word trailblazer to describe us. But when you're in the middle of it, whether it was decades
Hold the mic
ago
closer.
or just last week, it doesn't usually feel like blazing a trail. It feels more like just refusing to move. It feels like claiming a seat at a table that wasn't set for you. For a long time, visibility was a revolutionary act. It wasn't just about being seen. It was about the resilience it took to remain visible when the world wanted us to blend in. I stand here today because I decided long ago that I wasn't going to apologize for who I love or how I live. And as it turns out, you stop apologizing, you start making space. You begin building a community that is as vibrant and as tough as the very desert itself. To the other women being honored, thank you for your courage. To the organizers, thank you for ensuring my story is told both in the past and in the present tense. I'm still here, I'm still standing, and I am still exactly who I was meant to be. Thank you for recognizing my contributions to our community. It means the world to me.
All right. Our final honoree tonight is Ruth Debra. Ruth, thank you. Okay, so Ruth Debra is a longtime organizer and activist from high school days working on legalization of abortion in New York until present day as an 81-year-old lesbian feminist campaigning against the prison industrial complex. She is a passionate defender of human rights, civil rights, women's rights, and LGBTQ rights. Her activism was primary in her career building secondary, but she was also a nurse, a nursing home administrator, entrepreneurial business owner, and worked in travel and conflict resolution for Northwest Airlines. As a young activist, she joined SNCC and has been active and often playing a leadership role in so many organizations. She was a co-founder of the Shelter for Battered Women in Tyler, Texas, and spent years working a hotline for victims of rape, domestic violence, and suicide. She served for years on TCP Pride, Palm Springs Pride, and Interpride. Moving to California in 2003, she was co-founder of Desert Women for Equality. She joined Desert Stonewall Democrats and almost immediately has served on the steering committee for many years, as chair for 8 years and is currently the vice chair. She served on the national steering committee for OLOC, Old Lesbians Organizing for Change. Partner of California Coalition for Women in Prison. Ruth has held many board seats throughout the years. the LGBTQ Community Center at the Desert, PALS, and the facilities and facilitates a monthly death cafe. She has been married to her wife, Sherry Fulton, since 2008, after a 17-year engagement, fighting for marriage equality. She has one daughter, of whom she is very proud, and loving and supportive siblings, nieces, nephews, grandchildren, and great niece and nephews. Thank you, Ruth, Debra.
Okay. You know, we never do anything alone, and that's a real message to everybody here. My other one is you're never too young or too old to be an activist. It's really, really important. I do want to say one thing. We lost another activist a couple of weeks ago, one of the co-founders of Desert Women for Equality, Barbara Barrett, who was my friend and my attorney, and she died kind of suddenly. She should be here tonight. She was sad, as well as sad Gail is not here with us. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it.
These 7 amazing lesbians have made so many contributions to our community, and we cannot say thank you enough to these trailblazing lesbians of the Coachella Valley. We hope to raise awareness and share their stories through this exhibit that was created to honor and acknowledge them. Starting tomorrow and throughout the weekend in downtown Palm Springs at the Wellwood Memorial Library 7 days a week during library hours. Please come and see it, and please share with others. Thank you. Okay. I was going to say to conclude, so do you want to say something before that?
Well, you know, when you make plans for something, you don't always know how it's going to turn out. So at the end of this week, when the photos are done being displayed at the Wellwood, yes, Barbara, yes, Lucy, and yes, Ruth, and everybody, you can have your pictures.
We'll get everyone's printed for next year.
Tell everybody, yeah.
Oh, you know, we all know you wanted it. Okay, so as we conclude, we have a special guest, as I mentioned earlier, Marion Kane, who is Joni Hannan's longtime partner. And she would like to make a special presentation to the LGBTQ plus history and archives of the desert. So if I could have Marion come up, as well as David Gray, who's my co-founder and co-director. David? I'm coming. We're going to do this quick, have a lovely picture, and then we're going to invite you to continue socializing. All right, so this is called Joni Presents. It is a booklet that catalogs kind of everything that happened with Joni through that time of her life with pictures and stories, and she's donated it to the archives so that we can have it forever in the archives to continue to share with our community. Thank you, Marion. So thank you so much. This concludes our presentation. Enjoy beverages and food and continue to socialize. Thank you for being here.
So there you have it, my comprehensive coverage of this event. I think I was the only person here taking video, and it was broadcast live. I hope it came out well, and I actually have made it public that my archives is going to go to the LGBTQ History and Archives of the Desert. So that has been announced, which means this really important piece of archival video can have a home. If you want to support my work, go to patreon.com/PromoHomo.TV, patreon.com/PromoHomo.TV, or for all sorts of different ways to engage, go to PromoHomo.TV/empower That's PromoHomo.TV/empower. And as I began, I'm going to end with a beautiful shot of these San Jacinto Mountains here in Palm Springs, California. Thank you for watching, and if you've watched this far, please share this across your social media. Thank you and good night.
In a safe place, I got room to breathe. Been a long chase, but at last I'm free. These open woods, I knew I could find peace here. Nothing like the city where I got tired of the running. They're catching up. I got hungry for the stunning high mountain tops. Some dreams to catch, to promised lands, to find my path, see the planet.
I want to thank you for watching and take a moment to thank my media partners. KGay 103.1 Palm Springs. Ask your smart speaker to open KGAY. GayDesertGuide.LGBT. The Palm Springs Post, locally owned neighborhood news. And Pink Media. Find them at pinkmedia.lgbt. PromoHomo.TV is a mission-driven online television network now streaming worldwide, spotlighting the people, stories, and culture shaping our LGBTQ+ community. To submit a spotlight, share a story idea, or shop mission-driven merch, visit PromoHomo.TV/empower. That's PromoHomo.TV/empower. Find full episodes on the homepage of PromoHomo.TV.
Hi, I'm Ronnie Samlo.
And I'm Kelly Watson. We love supporting PromoHomo.TV and Nicholas's work. The importance of LGBTQ media cannot be overemphasized.
And Nicholas makes this world a better place for all of us.